Hello. Let me turn my fan off. It is it is not a singing stream today. Today we're not starting off with a song, unfortunately. Um, but I have a lot of ideas. So hello everyone. We are currently listening to Upbeat and Chill Nintendo Aquarium, my Nintendo Aquarium playlist to get to work. My YouTube user Vanille's theme. Link is always in the description of the VOD. We have a lot of things to get through today because I want to finish this up by 3, which is in 3.5 hours. Because Eastern Standard Time, I am in North America. Sorry, gang. But hello. So I was recently invited by the same person who organized the third life that I was a part of, Bearbug, into a new server, a vanilla one. Hello, Rain. A new one called Bugtown SMP. And the trick of this one is that it's more of a hermitcrafter like, right? It's more focused on large scale builds, social interactions, resource gathering, sharing said resources, trading, a lot of community. And so it's very different than what we've done with PWP2, which is like you log on whenever, build a nice big thing or build small thing. Uh, you can take resources from people you ask for. Like it's more of a building thing, event thing, right? We do Blood on the Clock Tower there. We have the Deadliest Game Show coming up, or we have like when new updates drop, we all hang out on the server, right? So that's more of an event where people hang out for events. Bearbug wants to be a consistent, long-term project kind of a server. And so I have to build something I have to design a build that's going to be a long-term consistent project. Like if you think on PWP2, I just have the Desert Village, I have the Deadliest Game Show, and I have the Industrial District. And it's just whenever want to do a project, I build it. Like if I want to add something to the Desert Village, I'll add another house. I am actually still thinking of adding another house, but I haven't worked out the kinks. And again, it's not a server that you need to log on consistently to. The Deadliest Game Show is all finished up. I'm just adding in like fail saves and stuff like that. It's all like redstone. So it's like whenever I want to log on to do that, right? This one I need to have a consistent thing I'm doing. And so I can't just have like one or two small projects and then call it a day. And so what I want to do is I want to build a consistent. The first child chamber one with like 7 of us remains the most thing of it. Yeah, it's awesome. But it is an occasional thing. The What I want to do with specifically this project is that I want to have a long-term project. An easy way to do long-term projects is even though you have one big goal that you're working towards, what you want to do instead is have a lot of small finish lines in between that big goal so that you don't feel burnt out. Like, oh, I haven't finished this yet. Oh, there's still so much work to do. It's like, oh, I finished this part of the work. And so the easiest way to do that is to build something like a town, like a large scale town with a lot of individual buildings that all serve their own purposes and stuff are useful for you to do. Or they're for aesthetic purposes, but it's a very nice aesthetic purpose. And so originally, if I can, I don't have that version of Minecraft open. Let me open that up. But originally, I do have this want to live in a frozen ocean. I've never lived in a frozen ocean before. I've lived in desert twice now. I've lived on the edge of a frozen ocean, by a dark oak forest. But I wanted to go deeper into that frozen ocean on that world and build like this big mansion. And the thing is, I was thinking about that. I was like, okay, but if I build that big mansion, if you guys remember from my playtest world where I designed buildings, it was just the mansion. It was in the shape of a power symbol for branding, and it was just a cool mansion with fountains outside. And if I were to add to it for a long-term project, it would just be like buildings that don't really fit the vibe, and also would have to be in like in a European mansion style. Um, do I not? Well, I have some mod conflicts. Right, let's just turn replay on because I don't need that right now. My issue's fabric loader. Okay, so let me. Kotlin is in an advanced state of fabric that is not present in 1.21. So I'm going to backload my Kotlin, and that should work it all out, probably. But as I was saying, it's like, if I were to build like that, I would be building in a more European style. That mansion specifically was based on... Let me pull up my notes. so I can describe the type of it was based on my own want to combine both a medieval architectural style of the mansion, a feudal mansion, one that a feudal lord would live in Europe, with an inside that reflected Greek architecture. And so I wanted to meld the two styles. And so there was a medieval exterior with a Greek garden, and then Greek architecture with medieval color palette, and then some Greek stuff, Greek color palette on medieval stylings, which is a lot. I understand that was a lot to just say out loud. Let me see, where do I have my medieval notes? Because at the end of the semester that I was taking Art History 101, I stopped writing in my notebook and I just started writing on my laptop because the professor talked too fast. Uh, yeah, there's Romanesque artwork, I believe, because this was before when I built this mansion. Why is there still at the back ported even more? That's insane. The thing with the mansion is that I built it before I was fully well versed in medieval artwork. I had known briefly medieval architecture through a previous art history, not art history, just a history class I had taken. And so it was just more like based off vibes. Greek architecture, I did study just a little bit as a hobby for fun before I fully went into studying Greek architecture. Like, very obviously, there's the different types of pillars that a lot of people are aware of but don't know the names of, which I did, which are Doric, Ionic, and Corinthian, right? I literally have my notebooks just next to me. But yeah, so it's a lot of people build medieval stuff, you know, castles, and especially if I'm living in a frozen ocean. A castle covered in snow is like everyone knows castles covered in snow. And so I want to do something with a twist on a currently existing architectural style while still bringing that architecture, like, so combination of a pre-existing architectural style with a twist on it. And so I want to do a frozen ocean. I want to make a very cold color palette, maybe. And so I remember, if you guys briefly remember this from a while back, maybe like June of last year. Oh, they updated my totem bell. And so, if you remember the Kabbalah world we did in like June of last year, I started building some stuff from Japan, specifically the Muromachi and Momoyama period. I built a pagoda and a tea house before their 2-week Minecraft phase ended. And to be perfectly honest, my X amount of years Minecraft phase of my entire life has never ended. It's just I've been in kind of a creative rut recently. And so I'm hoping that this will allow me to be more energized creatively. And so let me quickly show Minecraft. There we go. And so this is the farm. Oh my god, what was that? Unfinished mansion build that I have been designing for a while now. It's a very nice man. I am very proud of it. As you can see, we have this thing here, and then here would be the line of the power symbol. So it's vaguely power symbol and a vibe. It is a motif, but it's not explicitly. And so you can see here, we have on the outside, let me just, grab some fireworks. And do I have my elytra on? I do not have my elytra on. So from the front, you can see this is a feudal mansion, right? Very clearly. Then you go up here, you can see the white come through of the calcite for a more Greek, little bit of a vibe, before you get fully into the Greek garden within, which uses, you know, these faux windows and some rooms, quote-unquote, back here. So these were painted like the skylight. Yes, yes, yes. My free cam isn't working. And why is that? Silly little conflicts. I apparently have Essential on this pack. That should do it. There you go. Yeah. Tinted glass so that only sunlight comes in through these glass blocks, while it still keeps the room as dark as I would like it to be. Let me turn off my night vision, as you can tell. Look. It specifically lights up this table and then a little bit of the surrounding area. I just like that. Yeah, we have the greenhouse. Hello, Gallifrey. Your architecture and art rambles? It's not rambles. This is me being very professional with it. Yeah, so this is kind of a mixture of architectural styles, and with you see here the Greek pediment, I believe is what this is called. I have notes. I have notes somewhere. Antasis, Hornicolumns, Phidias, sculpture of the Parthenon. I literally have a note right here that says view PowerPoint for more. I'm cooked. I can't see that now. I'm not in that class anymore. Yeah, I believe this is called the pediment. So I worked really hard on this triangle. I am really proud of this build. I'm gonna finish the roof one day. One day. But yeah, this build wouldn't be the greatest for having it being expanded upon through a season-long project. And so I thought, back on the Cobblemon world, which I actually should be able to show you. So I will open that world up for y'all. Because I still have it saved, guys. Can you believe it? Let me loot it up. Load it up. So I built the tea house and I started working on Pagoda, and I never got around to finishing it, and it felt a little sad. And so I want to elaborate on that Japanese architectural style, and again, specifically Muromachi Momoyama, because I really like art from those two periods the most. And so to explain this period of architecture, this Japanese thing, I do want to briefly discuss with you the importance of the buildings, such as pagodas, to Japan. Oh, and it crashed. Why would it do that? Please, Cobblemon. It'd be so upsetting if you crashed. Wait, while I'm waiting for that to boot up, I'm trying to figure that out. I will show you, very carefully, this! Welcome! So this is not like a perfect overview, it is Britannica. It's more like a summary of certain things that occurred, and they have things very, not very different, but a little different from how I was taught them. Like, they combined, well, they didn't combine, they split up periods that could combine to my classes. Like here, they have the formative period, which is listed as 3 different periods within it, which is Jomon, Yayoi, and Tumulus, which it's Gofun and then Tumulus for Tumuli, whatever. But my professor just taught it as the Yayoi, which was about before the rise of Buddhism in Japan, where they were into Shinto animism. And this would impact the way they viewed Buddhism, and therefore the architecture that they would then design based on Buddhism. Oh, there's so many mods. All right, let's just boot that up. And so, as I was saying, this is when they were doing the animism. And the way that they would view nature, right, having kami, or I believe they're also called kwame. I'm not sure there's a distinction, but I know there's similar words. They would view that kami were nature spirits, that they could guide them, and then nature was sacred, and the powers of animals could be imbued into their artwork, and then make things based on that. I believe China also had a form of animism before they converted to Buddhism. Yeah, specifically China. Let me see if I can find that page. Yeah, earliest Chinese civilizations would lead into from the Neolithic settlements would lead into Bonpo earthenware, where they would start working with jade. China was animist. You can see this in Shang Dynasty specifically. They would add things like nature, aspects of nature would have a soul. which in Japan were called kames. And so, like rivers, mountains, animals all had different symbolism that you can imbue into your artwork to protect said artwork or protect the person using the artwork. Shamans would have like discoveries, and they would become like the leaders of their little towns, and they would like put like a dragon or an eagle or a bat, and these animals with their different associations would then affect like the drinking vase, the water vase that you would put in. Why does it keep crashing? I want to try and get rid of all the things that aren't important. Get rid of carry on, backported wolves. What the hell? What is this mob? I don't need essential because I'll just be playing it still low. Get rid of that. They added origins, but we didn't use them in the end, so I'm just going to delete those. I don't know why it would crash. I don't know what the conflicts would be. But then, so after animism, well, not after animism, once Buddhism lifted up through Japan into, lifted up through India, through China, through Korea, through Japan, there was a specific building, the pagoda, which had undergone lots and lots of change. Very specifically, I actually have something ready to display this. Oh my god, look! It's a drawing software. And so pagodas started off very simple, right? Somebody would die, they would pass away, and they wouldn't bury the body in the pagoda. What they would do instead is they would dig a hole in the ground. Oh. Why did it... What the... Am I going insane? Why... My mouse is not obeying itself. It's like delayed. What? Did I have to recalibrate? Let me just quickly save this. And then reload. That's so peculiar. Okay, my cobble pack is not loading. So I guess I won't show you the pagoda. I'm gonna try and delete some more useless mods. Because there's obviously a conflict going on somewhere that it's just not telling me about. Alright. You guys should be able to see this. There you go. Can my mouse work? There we go! Wonderful. Okay, so they would dig a big hole in the ground. And let me lower this back to 15. So they would put all a person's items in a hole in the ground that would be dug out, big pit, right? And then people would walk around, they would circumambulate around the thing, but what they would specifically do is they would have a pile of rocks and dirt, and they would grab pieces of dirt and rock, and they would toss it into the pit. And what this would do is fill in the pit, obviously. And so, eventually, they would keep throwing it until it became this big dome. and my dome was bad. This big dome of rock. And now, here's where the thing comes into play. Whether or not it was intentional, this is what is called a mammarian form of artwork, because they would then put a little thing, a little piece of artwork on top, and this would essentially be it. They would sometimes put walls around it if the person was like really respected. Now, the thing is about distinguishing between respect and not respect when it comes to artwork like this is that Buddha didn't teach this. But after Buddha had died and people want to honor him, he was like, guys, do not bury my body. Do not put importance upon my corpse. It is not me. I am the Buddha, and my soul passes on, right? I go to nirvana, I reincarnated, blah, blah, blah. But as tends to happen with religions is that when the original leader dies, the religions over time, after hundreds of years, decades, dozens, they tend to get warped a little. Different sects appear, like, you know, how Jesus died and then different sects of Christianity showed up, right? The teachings vary by sect of religion. And so these gates would get more elaborate. These walls that would protect it, these symbols on top would get more elaborate. But the main focus on this specific piece of artwork, though, is the fact that it is this round shape with a point on top. And now, there is going to be some conflict that I have to be like a little bit cautious about speaking about. It's a mammarian piece of artwork, as in it represents a breast. Now again, whether or not this was intentional or not, who's to say, but it is quite literally... Okay, my Minecraft crashed, whatever. It's quite literally... Oh, the Minecraft crashing is what messes up the brush! That's evil. I can't believe it would do that to me. So, whether or not it was intentional, that is what is happening, right? It has a thing and has a thing. And mammarian artwork is associated with the feminine, while phallic artwork is often associated with the masculine. And because of this association, these are used, again, intentionally or not, for shape language. Evil and being depicted. Like, if you think about all the Pokemon that joke, like when Miraidon came out in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, everyone was joking that it was this lizard with a head with horns, and then it had this big long neck, and then it had its two tiny arms and these big legs. And everyone's like, hey guys, Miraidon looks awfully familiar. Right? Miraidon looks a little bit too phallic for me. But this cruel and unusual. But this phallic imagery was important because if you look at like Charizard is joked about looking like a penis, or Mewtwo is joked about looking like one. That imagery is used to represent strength, masculinity, power, and Charizard should be masculine. Charizard is the final evolution. Mewtwo should be masculine. Mewtwo is the ultimate life form. Mewtwo is a legendary Pokemon. Like Palkia, Giratina, Dialga, all have that long neck. It's very intentional. I think even Pokemon confirmed the imagery is intentional, not because they want to draw dicks, but because they are using the subconscious knowledge of seeing a phallic imagery and being right, masculinity, power. And again, you might not think that is the shape language that is associated for you, but you're going to see Charizard and be like, that guy looks like a strong dragon. You're going to see Mewtwo and be like, that guy looks like a strong, weird cat beast. So even if you don't think so, it is working on you. And so similarly, mammarian artwork is about being more comforting because it is a mother, it is feminine. So this type of shape is meant to, again, whether or not they intended it to be mammarian in Buddhism is regardless of the point, because it does do that exact purpose that mammarian imagery is for. But once this was evolving out of India into China and becoming more elaborate and being like, look how cool we are, they started making them taller. And so pagodas stupas started becoming more like what would become the pagoda, which they like give these, I don't like this shape of pen. They would become more like these big trapezoidal steps. Then they would put the stupa on top of there. Then they would have these big, elaborate shapes on top. Like this thing would evolve into like these huge shapes, these massive spires, which, because the height was the importance of it all. Guys, it's really important. This thing is so tall. Do I have an example? I would hope so. I might not have an example. Oh, hold on. Let me see if I can find one for you. Well, actually, this is actually a good example of an in-between of what I'm currently drawing and what comes after. So I'll put this up on screen as well. You can see that this would evolve into that. But let me see if I can find a Chinese stupa. Oh, this is a good one. I'm not sure this is authentic. But this is a good example of the shape I'm talking about. You can see the Buddha inside there. You can see the big shape here. So, like, it's very elaborate. It's very ostentatious. You have the lions. You have these lamps. They would have these big staircases. It's a whole thing, right? And so the issue was that they were becoming more elaborate. Well, not the issue, but the issue from it being a mammalian shape is that they're becoming more elaborate and taller, which would give it this phallic shape. And so this symbol of, respect piece became symbols of authority and power and how cool someone was. And they would also start to do this thing with the roofs. The roofs of each level would start to get this larger, more elaborate as it was evolving throughout China. And so you can see Chinese pagodas would start to make a shape that were more boxy. They would be like this. And then they would have these big arch roofs, right? And this is more familiar to people who think of pagodas. This is a very stereotypical Chinese pagoda. Let me see if I can get a real example. I'll also get you a real example of a stupa in a second. Like, these things got tall and very, very phallic. Like, right here. Like, look at that. That thing is massive. You can see a pointy roof, lots of elaborate roofs, tall, it's boxy. And so, what this would lead into, though, let me show you a stupa. You can see what I'm talking about. This is, Sanchi Stupa is actually very famous. This is a good example. So you can see we have these big elaborate gates to let you walk in. You have these walls, the big stupa, the symbol, the thing on top, another wall here. So there's 2 levels of circumambulation so that more people can pay respect. So you can walk around. You can even circumambulate this even if you're not putting in the rocks. And oh my goodness, you can actually see a good in-between state right here of how they started getting more elaborate with the pointy roots. So yeah, so this is where China starts coming into play. And then so China gives this to Korea, and then Korea gives this to Japan. And by the time it gets to Japan, we get to Japanese pagodas. And Japanese pagodas take the elaborate roofs, boxiness to the fullest extent, where these roofs got instant. What the hell? This is Super Monkey Ball Step Roll World 1 Monkey Island. Hold on, what? No way. I've used this. No, okay, we're 2 hours in to the thing, but for some reason all the labels stop at 106:20. Does it just restart? It might restart. So what song is it instead? So we're at 1 hour 6, and we're 2 hours and 1. So we're a full hour in from the start. I don't recognize any of these songs. Is it main theme Nintendo Land? No. Are they just new songs? Okay. Hold on, hold on. I need to know what song that was. That was Whiplash. I'm gonna put it back there. I'm distracted. This is more important now. Donkey Kong 64 Crystal Caves. Okay. That's all that was important. All right, so Japanese pagodas, they start having these huge roofs. So to really design this out a little bit more, um, like huge roofs that would come up like this, and then lead into the next level. Huge roof like this, and then it would come up to a big point here, and then what they would do, going back to this, instead of just having the roof, they would make these big spires on top again, and then obviously big foundation for stability. Now this isn't very symmetrical. That's okay. That's fine. And so, again, these pagodas were tall. They were about architectural engineering feats. They were about being really cool. I do have a favorite pagoda, but I've forgotten its name. I think it's this one. I think it's this one. It looks the same. The white, these specific arches here, I don't think it's the same one. I think it's a similar one. Oh no, it's this one. No, sorry. My bad. My bad. Oh, I'm so sorry, gang. It's this one. And so you can see this is all the good hallmarks that I was talking about. So we have these 4 entrances, easy to enter in, enter out. There's this big pillar going out the middle that you can't see. But in terms of architecture, when it came to pagodas, what they would do is they put a big central pillar going all the way through the top. That everything was built structurally coming out of this pillar in order to keep the building as stable as possible, instead of just hoping that everything sitting on top of each other would just stay there due to gravity. It would be structurally sound. It is a feat of engineering. But look at this. Like, this is where the actual building is, and this is the corner. This is how far the roof extends from there. Like, it's a huge roof. And there's a lot of open space, and there's a lot of, like, there's a way to get up to the upper levels, but it's not, the importance isn't on the use of the building. Because again, with stupas, you couldn't even go inside. It was just a big grave for the person's belongings, but still. These were not meant for use as a building, which I am going to use them. So I'm going to, for a purpose, I'm going to like live in them. I'm going to put storage in them when I actually get there. I'm really upset that I can't show you the build. I don't know what's conflicting in that. I might send. I'm gonna get rid of FTB Ultimine because I don't use it. I'm gonna get rid of hammers and excavators. Actually, it was just books. I'm gonna get rid of those. Villages and pillages? That's just more structures that we never saw, so I'm just gonna get rid of that. Exo packets was to help with lag. What the hell is Zeta? Load bearing mod. Repair profile, maybe. Okay. Let's try that again. So, what we're going to be doing is this architectural style of pagoda, because this is what came into Japan and got evolved throughout Japan's history. So by the time you get to Muromachi and Momoyama, you have these big elaborate ones. Specifically, not specifically, I said specifically, and my list kicked my ass there. There is one called, there's this golden pagoda, what's its name? It's in Kyoto, yeah, that's right. Kinkakuji. Kinkakuji. It's a Buddhist temple in Kyoto, Japan. This really exemplifies the heavy emphasis on prestige when it came to more recent pagodas, because it is also a representative of the Zen era of Japan, where they got really into Zen because of Buddhism. But look at this. This lake, I believe, it's either this one or a different pagoda, fully man-made. They invented a lake just for the purpose of, yeah, this is called the Golden Pavilion. This is not the one. This is Kinkakuji. I want to show you, what is it, Rokunji? Yeah, Rokunji Temple. Okay, it's the same temple. I'm just making sure. Kinkakuji Temple, made by Rokunji, maybe? I think that's the name of the artist. So it's built, yeah, it's built on an artificial lake. This is a fully artificial lake. Artificial islands and trees and everything that's decorating the place. These were all put here by people trying to make the most Zen area imaginable. It's what's known as anthropogenic. If I had to describe that, oh god. Yeah, relating to caused by humans, right? I just knew that it made man-made, but I didn't know if it had any special things part of it. So you can see this in like Roman architecture, but this is here in China as well. China and Japan. When they have these things by their Zen gardens, that are these doorways that are circular, and this is because both Rome and China and Japan, they recognized the power of the arch. The arch is very good for holding up weight from upper floors. It relieves the pressure. And so to put buildings on top of each other, they would build these circular doorways and these arched doorways in order to stop all this weight. Because all of this is gold. It's not painted gold. It's not coated in gold. It's gold. Let me see if I can show you the doorways, the archways that they would often put. I'm seeing a lot of the dry. I'm searching up a dry landscape garden, and I'm seeing the dry landscape garden. They've got me there. I just want to see the circular doorway. Here it is. So here's a good example of a circular doorway. So they have this big focus on these circle doors, and so we have to focus on like circle doorways. We want to have some dry landscape gardens. We want to have the use of water, because again, Muramachi was evolving into this era of artwork. I think it's best exemplified by a specific piece of artwork that I'm going to show you guys. Crashed again. Wonderful. I show this. That's the map that we're going to show later. If I show, where is it? Here, this one. This is called Pine Trees by artist Hasegawa Tohaku. And there is a left hand and there is a right hand of the screen, right? And so this is one big folding door. There's three types of paper doors in Japan, which are sojis, which are sliding paper doors, and then fusumas, which are painted sliding doors, and then there's byobus, which are folding screen doors, which are painted. And so this is a byobu. As you can see, no colors. Byobus did have color, but this is during the Muromachi period, when they were doing a more subtle approach to things. You can see the different types of brushstrokes, the less pressure put on the brushstrokes versus the harder pressures to represent these trees that were pine trees, right? But you can see that they're fading in and out because there's a mist going through them. And this goes back to the animism from before, where the mist is acting like an animal. The mist is acting like a dragon. It has its own life. It's its own spirit. It's waving in and out of these trees in a way that mist doesn't typically do, because it's alive. It is squeezing its way through these trees as like a creature. And this is actually currently on display at the Japan Society in New York. I think it's still there. I would actually want to go in there, but I haven't gone there yet. But it's a very cool piece of artwork, and it's one of my favorites. And so this is, I think, what good exemplification of the Muromachi period, in terms of the aesthetics they were going for, in terms of like the vibes they wanted to have. And so if I go to here in Muromachi, so Asuka Akonara, this is when Buddhism arrives. Then the Heian is black construction sculpture. They would build things in parts, made out of wood. And then they enable construction, yeah, Kamakura. Visual representation of the mantra. Zen calm versus mantra chanting. So different types of meditation. Then the Daibutsu bronze statue of the Buddha. Oh, that's actually a good point. Not important for us at all. Do they mention it here? Oh, they don't. That's so sad. But yeah, so pretending is a good overview of what we want to be talking about today. So the Muromachi period was... They mentioned Ashikaga Takauji, which is the reason that we moved into the Muromachi period, like throughout history of like the shifts of power and such on and so forth, which aren't important to the art in terms of what we're going to be using to design things, but is important to the reason that the art started. But the Ashikaga family took over and art shifted. Yeah, so this is talking about why the current political system influenced this piece of art because of the heavy military insistence due to Ashikaga being a general. So there's a lot of focus on military, which would actually lead into Momoyama because Momoyama was more of a period piece as well. Momoyama was especially not popular, famous for its tea houses. It was the commodity. They would build these tea houses far away from cities because of the noise that came from cities, and so it's returned to an intentionally returned to a rustic vibe. You can see the Taian tea room from Momoyama period, even though we're in the Muromachi for some reason. But this is from the Momoyama period, where it was to represent a Myokin tea house. It was in the Myokin. I'm speaking too fast. Wabi-sabi aesthetics within this Myokin tea house. This is the Taian tea room. And this thing in the back is a tokonoma. It is an art piece on display within tea houses to help, decorate the place. This castle, artwork. Yes, it is. Okay, so, again, so the artwork isn't really as important to me. Stuff like paper folding doors would be within the building, so that would be useful. But I want to focus on the... Thank you, Rain. Is Gal still here? I want to share this profile with them and see if they can fix it, because I'm floundering, because I just want to show off this stupid building. So if I want to show off a nice picture of the tea room, do they have one? Let me... Gal, I'm going to send you this profile. And I want you to help me fix it. Because I just want to show this pagoda. So let me very quickly search up Momoyama Tea Room. I actually just bought a book. It's been on my want to buy for ages. But it's specifically about Momoyama architecture and arts. I'm just a little bit of a freak. I like art. Like, other people, like, Luna said this to me the other day, it's like, other people have hyperfixations, I just have the fixation. Which is my... I'm not hyperfixated on it, I enjoy art. This is a bad example. I knew I drew a diagram somewhere. But I guess I didn't. I thought I did. Alright, I'm sending the code to Gal. Gal, please fix my silly little Cobblemon. I want to find... Okay, this is a better example. Okay. So this isn't the best. But we're going to have to make do. So this is the interior of a tea room. And so you see two of these. There's actually going to be 4 in the more rustic cases. Oh, this is actually... Oh, this is a good diagram, I think. Maybe. Yeah, okay, so there's a central place for the fire, and then they would have these 4 tatami mats going around where the tea would be cooked. Then the tokonoma would go in a specific place, off to the side, and then guests would sit in order of importance. So host, guests, and entrance would say so. Blah blah blah. Again, I swore I drew a diagram, and I'm pissed off that I don't have it. Because I really thought I did. Man. I'm so sad. But yeah, so this would lead. This often wasn't here, I'm going to be honest. Typically, there's just like this part. Like, it wasn't necessary. But yeah, this is a good. This is a very good example of what I'm going to be talking. What I'm talking about. The seats that go around a place where the tea is cooked, artwork on the side to represent honor, and these again, similarly to the way that other things happened, they got more elaborate. Like, this is as much a tea house as this is as much a classic tea house. There is more elaborate ones. This is another good example. See the mats all here, tokonoma in the back in a little corner. There'd often also be shelves for the tea to be stored, like the cups and the pots and the all that. But they're very interesting pieces of architecture because of this want to return to that rustic vibe. Yeah, more modest, carefully circumcised mannered appearance. Tradition of the tea ceremony encourages architecture during the Muromachi. So I guess the tea houses started Muromachi, but really found their footing in Momoyama, I guess. That's what this website is saying. My professor would say I believe that Momoyama would probably take over tea houses. Even the book that I just bought is labeled Momoyama from Tea Houses to Castles or something like that. And so it's interesting they put tea houses in Muromachi. But yeah, that's what we're doing today. We're going to be designing architecture that is a mix of both the frozen vibes of a frozen ocean, along with pagodas. So we're going to quickly close this. We're going to stop sharing Firefox. We've already done that. Perfect. And we're going to open up classic Minecraft 1.21.4. And what we're doing before we log onto the server, and I know what, has it been an hour? Yeah, almost an hour. I was just talking about art. But I do want to speak about what we're going to do. So we're going to be building Japanese village, which again, like as much as I said, I didn't want to lead into stereotypical builds of like medieval architecture of medieval Europe. Japan isn't the thing that's rare, but I don't feel it's often built in a very stereotypical manner. People's like ideas, like they'll mix like Japanese pagodas with Shinto gates, and while Shinto gates are important, but they are very specifically from the Shinto part of their religion. It's a gateway. It's supposed to represent the nature and the human world, the spirits, the separation, the crossing into a holy quote-unquote area. You can't just slap them anywhere in your Japanese build because it is a Japanese piece of architecture. There has to be some sort of, vibe. Like maybe this was an old part of town that got adapted. Yeah, I know, right? I think I might just have to build it from the ground up again. So I'm going to show you, we were all given the seed, and so I actually am going to show you, hold on, I'm very going to briefly show you Firefox again. So this is the map that we have, that we're working with. And so 0, 0 is right here. Well, close enough to 0, 0. This is going to represent our 0, 0 with this compass. And then this red point here is where Bearbog has moved spawn to. And so this is where our shopping district is going to be, on this level of plains and forests and beach. And so we're going to build shops and community buildings here. And so people have started moving out to places that they want to live. And I have it on terrain mode, so I'm going to quickly flatten it all just to make life a little bit easier for your eyes. So this desert right here is where Mighty's moved into because they want to build like a coliseum and sand house, like uh, which they showed a screenshot of what they wanted. I can't rebuild the pack right now though, Gal. So it's just I never showed the pagoda. This right here is where Mighty wants to be living in this desert. And I was going to move in this frozen ocean, but I realized there's a bigger frozen ocean right on top, and I am going to hide everything just real quick so you can clearly just see everything here. I'm living in this frozen ocean because it is a more bigger expanse without a big landmass in the middle. And I'm going to be building on top of here, so like little on the ice establishments. I want to influence that are, I want to use Japanese influence by having to live in this frozen environment. Which reminds me, I want to do something. These are called macaques, I believe. Japanese macaques, also known as Japanese snow monkeys. Very cute. They there's these in the mountains. You're so far away from me. Am I? I'm so sorry. I know you chose a sunflower field. I don't quite remember where. Let me see if I can find the coordinates that you put. Negative 42086750. So negative 42508, negative 650. You're living like here. Let me see if I can find it, because I know you sent a screenshot of where you want to live. Bears claimed two very far pieces of land away from each other. Mills in that cherry grove semicircle near Mighty. Semicircle? You mean this thing? Because they told everyone that they're planning on living in the jungle that's a bit further south. Southwest from... Yeah. Let me find... Yeah. Yours is in positive 6... Yeah, negative 4,000, positive 6,000. So negative 4,000, positive 6,000. So you're living here. And yeah, this meadow right here. This is the one that you've chosen. Am I right? It doesn't look the same. Southwest of spawn, overlapping. Okay, then why would they tell me this? Why would the coordinates tell me this if they were lying to me? Southwest of spawn. So this is spawn. You should be living down here. Let me compare the rivers. We said sunflower plains. So let me highlight a sunflower plain. And highlight a flower forest. Southwest of spawn. Here. Okay, this is where you're living. So, Rain is living here. And I'm living all the way over here. And Gal is living over here. And Mighty's living here. Bearbug is living... this is 3,000, negative 500. So they should be living... Well, 3,500, negative 500. So they should be here. Yeah, okay, so they chose this spot. This is Bearbug's spot. And also this area here is Bearbug's spot. So, Rain, you are living far not just from me, but from everyone. You have done this... everyone. Yeah, also this Little Mushroom Island is where Luna's going to be living. So, in this area alone, we have a couple of resources to work with. Oh. I didn't mean to make it full screen. Please don't do that. Well, I am close to spawn. Like, this is spawn. This is 0, 0. And I'm up here. Like, it's not like the closest to spawn, but it's... What, this is at 3,000? And I'm at... Negative 4... That's 7,000 blocks. In terms of Minecraft, that's not crazy. In terms of how we as a group play Minecraft, it's not insane. Yeah, like like Rain is also the same amount of distance. Well, actually, a little bit less farther than I am. And Gal's about the same distance. Mighty's closer. I'd say Gal and Mighty are the same distance from spawn. No, you are closer, yeah. Oh, my music. Hold on. My music stopped. Why would it do this to me? Let's put Restful Holidays Summer Lo-Fi by YouTube user Lo-Fi Girl. Links will be in the description of the VOD. So, yeah, as I was saying, our location is really good in terms of wanting resources, because we want to be living both aquatically and with some darker colors. And so what we have, number one, are villages here, here, here. So we're going to have a nice, like, trifecta of places to gather villages from. And also we have a village at the bottom here, which I'm not going to use, because I want to keep everything in my ice area. But this will be very useful. I think I'm going to use this one because it's more out of the way. It's also right next to this one. Well, not right next to is a strong word. They're 1,000 blocks from each other. But this one's going to be useful because it's more in the... It's in this... it's out of the way so that it's not going to affect all my building going on here. But if I want to move them, it's not crazy. But this one's like deep in the ocean here. I'm going to be building around here. Like starting spiraling out from here, and I'm going to be clearing out a lot of the icebergs in order to make space. So what we're going to need is a silk touch, right? So the village being there is great for having enchants and golden carrots. We also have slime chunks near the village, so we can just have like a big industrial district in this corner. We also have a stronghold directly here, so we don't have to go anywhere. We can just waltz on over, grab some like end stuff through the portal. Another useful thing is ocean monuments. We have like 9 of them in our area, and so we can turn one of them into a prismy farm. Again, like right here, farm. And we're not going to do the big clearing out of the ocean. We're just going to make a small one by ENX04. So that'd be great for prismarine. So while we're in the village gathering resources, trading, we can also have the ocean monument in the background, giving us the infinite prismarine that we'll need. And also, good food source. I'm going to be building out of a lot of prismarine. It's not like a resource I need to buy every now and then. I'm going to need to be building with tons of it. And also, like, from a good starting point, we have a couple of shipwrecks lying around. And so we have, you know, get some starting stuff. I think most important to me is that we do have an ancient city right here. And here are our closest ones. And so if we need Skulk, it's not too bad of a trek. Like, from the village that we're going to be working at, it is a bit hefty. But from the Mycelium Island that Luna and I are going to be sharing... Yeah, exactly. It's not that bad to get to this one, so we'll probably be going there at some point in the future. Apple. There's a highlight for golden apples? What do you mean there's a highlight for golden apples? Just randomly in the desert this... What? What do you mean? Okay. I have to go to that desert. Hold on, I need to hide everything else. From spawn. It's just there. There's no... Okay. You're mooching by asking very nicely, right? It's so funny that it's just like, hey guys, there might be a thing spawning here. It's probably a desert temple, but it's just like, I don't know why they would mark that. Yeah, so this is how useful our place is going to be in terms of gathering resources. And so I think I picked a pretty good spot. And so with that being said, I want to show off some of the color palettes I've been thinking about. I guess I'll have to show you guys the... my currency is being polite. I am poor in all else. Yes, I am aware of what an apple is. Do you think I'm lacking in knowledge? Okay. Let me turn this off. There's Minecraft. So, we are in the midst of the frozen ocean that I've been talking about. This is the village that is right at the edge of what I was showing on. I can actually just flick back there real quick. So this is the Ice Spikes biome right here. This is the village that we are currently at. And that's where I'm showing off all the building stuff that I'm doing. So let's go back. So these are the resources that I'm thinking of using. So obviously we've got our blues because we're going to be in an ice biome, but I don't want to hard rely on the blues. I want to use specifically this dark prismarine and these sea lanterns because they're just very good blocks in general and they match the color scheme. But I want to focus on using more traditional Japanese colors. So like, we also get calcite over here. So these whites with the quartz, the diorite, the calcite, and this mix of the spruce and the dark oak, which is very stereotypical use of colors. So I do want to deviate with like more off-whites like sandstone. Let me get some bone blocks in here as well. I want to use a lot of these terracottas. You can see I try to experiment with some of the colors. I think this blue is honestly just too blue. I think it matches too much with the ice, and I don't want to. Like, look at this. This is a really nice palette right here. And then you mix it in with some off-whites. Like, it would go really nicely. Especially in this big, expansive blue. And so the silk touch that we're going to be gathering would be great for filling in these gaps here. Make it all one concurrent thing. Not concurrent. Continuous thing. And so we can probably, like, head over here and live here for a little bit. Like, camp before we keep moving out. Because, again, this is a massive frozen ocean. I know the map doesn't really exemplify how big it is. So let me just zoom out a little bit more. From point A across, this is negative 2,000. All the way to the other end is... Please don't do that. Please. There you go. I have to hold it. Is positive 2,000. That is 4,000 blocks across. And then from one lowest point, which is 16,000, all the way to the highest point, it is 800. That is... No, negative 4,000, sorry. Negative 4,000 all the way to negative 7,000. That is 3,000 blocks. Big puddle. That is a 4,000 across, 3,000 down. That is 7,000 square meters. Right? We're dealing with, not 7,000, oh my god, 12,000 square meters of area that we're working with. So it is a huge place to be working on. And again, we have to travel there from this region. Between spawn, which is the circle that I no longer have, which is here. Let me turn off all this. No, it's... This is my frozen ocean. This is that one. This is the one above spawn. I think I marked it correctly. I think it's actually here. It's around there. Because it's at negative 500, wasn't it? Negative 500. I'm a bit too far south. Alright, hold on. Here it is. That's it. That's it. Okay. But yeah, so this is what we're looking at. It's a hefty distance to get here, so we're making some pit stops along the way. But I think it's gonna be worth it. I think the idea of frozen pagoda is gonna be sick. It also give me a chance to do more research on something that I'm deeply interested in. So it's a little pet project for me. Yeah, so you know what? I'm gonna repair that profile right now because I need to show off what a pagoda looks like in Minecraft. Open folder. Mods. All right, create 1.20.1 cobble mod. Fabric? No, forge. Forge. Add. That. What are you? That's an ABI. I don't need that. That. Kalis. That's an API, so I'm just gonna assume that if it doesn't get added with a different mod, then it's not needed. That. This. Cobblemon. Is this Cobblepedia? Yeah. Collective, I believe, is another API. Yeah, it's another API. If it doesn't get added, it doesn't get added. Comforts. Controlling, which helps you just check your controls. Cosmetic armor reworked. Croptopia. And Croptopia's Delight. Curios. We did use that a lot. And then Easy Piglins and Easy Villagers were used, so I don't want those to get deleted when I load up the world. What the hell is ECU? Explorer's Compass. That's another library that's just at Feralib, which is, I don't have that. Farmer's Delight should have already been added because I added in a different mod that was dependent on it. Cobblemon Fighter Flight. Let me see if I can find it. There it is. This is Moo Blooms. Recam. Because it's painful to play without it, guys. It's so painful. Friends and Foes period gets added because I already had the ones that are dependent on it. Fulbright so I can actually see things. Jade so I can tell what the modded blocks are. Just enough items, which is used to be was like too many items or something. I remember that had a different name back in the past. Looter. Nature's Compass. Quark. Mr. Crayfish. Waystones. Zeros. Minimap and a world map. And then a bunch of young stuff. So we got mine shafts, we got dungeons, we got strongholds, we got nether fortresses, we got ocean monuments, we got end island, we've got jungle, question mark, jungle. We got witch huts, witch huts. We got bridges, no bridges. We got desert temples, desert temples. We got Young's extras, we don't got Young's extras. All right, that should be everything. Oh, no, we got Young's extras. Okay, never mind. Sorry. They got exo packets for lag reasons. And supplementaries. And supplementary squared, question mark? Yeah, supplementary squared. We got Tricky Trials backported. We got backported wolves as well. We also got sophisticated backpacks. I should probably have that. So we just add sophisticated. Core and storage. Hello, Psych. I'm just trying to add a thing. Backported wolves. Do we have biomes aplenty? We did not have biomes aplenty. I don't need that. Alright, this should work. Because it's wholly new. Don't crash on me, gang. Oh, it's actually opening. Wait, let me open the folder. Oh! Sophisticated only supports JEI or above. JEI is behind. Okay, so I just had the backboard sophisticated core. I backported it once. Hopefully that'll do it. But resource pack, no, saves. And we can copy these over. Why am I even making a package? Because I need to show something. Which version of Sophisticated Core do I have? And which one is the one that they want? Because Mod Sophisticated only supports JA 59.19.5.99. So where's Sophisticated Core? Because I can't... Oh, JEI. Where's JEI? I don't need to change JEI to an earlier version. The JEI is too much of an earlier version. If it's... That's weird. Mod Sophisticated Core only supports JEI 15.19.5.99 or above. Current JEI is 15.12.20. Even though there's a 1.20.1 version that is later at 15.20. So I want the latest version of JEI. But it's giving me an older version for some reason. Anyway, that's fixed. I now have a later version of JEI. Good grief. Oh my god, I'm stupid. I can't even open this yet. I didn't add sodium. This one's gonna lag like hell. Let me... Oh, we got... Oh, we don't got sodium. Do I have lithium, maybe? No sodium or lithium for 1.20.1. It's forge. What is a lag reducer? Oh god, I don't have a lag reducer. Besides Excel packets. I could just button Optifine maybe. Let me download Optifine for 1.20.1. Let's put that in instances, Cobblemon, mods, save. And then, where is mods? Then where's Optifine? Let me open it. Execute the jar, install. Okay. That should hopefully help with the lag. Okay. That wasn't too bad of a reconstruction. I thought it would take longer. I will have to reset my settings, because base Minecraft with mods, all the keybinds, completely unplayable. It crashed. Is it the Optifine? That's awesome. So, no lag reducer. We're just gonna raw dog it. Awesome. You wondering what those noises are? That is my cookie clicker. This is what I do while I wait. I click cookies. I make 2.133 tredecillion cookies a second. I'm thriving. Oh, I haven't upped... Oh, 4096 MB might be bad. That's probably bad. That's on me. I should have gave it more. If it crashes, we know whose fault it is. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is my fault. It's frozen right now.
Press enter to enable the narrator.
No. Amendments is not installed. I will live without these. There you go. You guys get to see how I prefer my Minecraft. Mm-hmm. Do. Hey. Uh-huh. This is good, this is good, this is good. Yep. There we go. Where was I? You need to be a different button. Sure. You can just drag them. But those are fine. Throws like a Pokemon. Rev R is so for sure. Oh, that's fine. Toggle perspective is this button. You. That is everything. Okay. Okay. It does speak. We're free. We're free. We're free. This should be the world. I don't know if it kept on my waypoint data. I don't think it did. It typically doesn't. Because the last time this happened, I had to make all my new waypoints. I had to make all my old waypoints new. New. So hopefully I just spawn in the place I would like to spawn in. Yes! And my hand needs to be on the correct side. Thank you. I'm a samurai. Okay, so this is the place. You have Pokemon running around. So this was the pagoda that I started work on. Let me do. And I never finished it. We can see where the architectural styles were coming into play. We had the arches coming in here. We had the big roofs. We had the big double layer roof on the bottom. We had the slats on the bottom. Now inside here was actually a Poké Center. Yeah, you should remember it. You were on it. Reset all my achievements. Oh no. There's the enchanting area I designed. And now this is the tea house that I was living in. And so it's very small. We can see we had the 4 mats going around. We had the teapot in the center. This is actually where I slept. This is where I lived. We had the storage for the tea stuff and some shelving. And so it was a very quaint little abode. We had a little Zen garden going on. And this is a little fountain that I made with these little lanterns. Oh. I also made these little walls to represent this, to block off the staircase, so you could have a nice area to like. Okay, man. Just quickly, just gonna. Okay, awesome. So. This is what Zels was living out of. I tried to help them with their roof, the windows. This little area over here, I put some stuff in here. Yeah, look at this. And I had a big farm down here. Yeah, so I want this kind of like architectural vibe. Ignore this. This architectural vibe that I... ponds. I put tropical fish in there. They died. Oh no, they've died. Jeb underscore couch. Did we see a couch? Am I going insane? Is it talking about my bed? Are you talking about my bed? No, Rainbow. Jeb underscore is Rainbow, not upside down dinner bone. Rainbow couch. Rainbow couch. Upstairs. Oh. Forgot about this. Huh. Anyway. So this specific architectural style, I'm going to try and replicate this. I think I might just build this thing straight up and finish it. Because I had all these cool arches going on, and I never got to finish them. So this can be like mangrove instead of apricorn. Instead of this green, we can go for a blue with the warped. Focus Center under renovation, come back soon. Oh yeah. Isn't that quaint? Isn't that just pleasant? Sorry, I really like this mod pack. By the time like the series, like everyone was getting tired, I was working on this thing. So yeah, so let's see. I use jungle here, yeah, and then apricorn mixed with this. That'd be I could replace this with like maybe oak or bamboo. Oh yes, yes. Oh yeah, the host sits in the top left mat. The first two guests sit on the rightmost mat. The third guest may sit on the entrance mat. Tea is prepared by the host. Shoes must be off before entering. So you literally just walk in. I would sit here. Guests would sit here. And then it would go around in the order of importance. Are you mad? You're mad! You're bug blind type, right? The hail was supposed to boost my attack. That's crazy. Whatever, die. Anyway. Look at this tea set. The issue I'm going to find with trying to recreate this Japanese architecture is that we had mods in place to have these kinds of beams and these kinds of walls. And we'll need to get creative with the way that we utilize them, the vanilla blocks, because we don't have this. So, like, for instance, for terms of trapdoors for vanilla, it's just these, right? And then bamboo. These two just interrupted it. And then these here. So it's not a lot of trapdoors in terms of wanting to replicate a Japanese style. We could do this, and this, and, like, replicate, potentially, like that. Like, that's not too far off. So we can do our panel doors like this. Oh, we don't have mini blocks? I mean, that wouldn't help with my build that I'm working on, but it's still, that's a bit sad. I would probably switch this out for deep slate. Because we're not contrasting with the green anymore. We're not complementing the green anymore. We're going to be doing blue. And so a darker tone to match with the ice. Hi, Loki. A darker blue, a darker gray in order to block out the ice that's so bright would probably be this. Because, like, this gray drains the color while we tint it a little bit yellow. So the green and this green don't clash because of this gray area right here that we're working with. But if we're going to be working on blue, then we want to use a darker deep slate in order to contrast with the warp that's going to be up on top. But, like, this can be mangrove, and this can be spruce, and that can be bone block. The main thing is going to be these fences. I'm not going to have the ability to have such intricate fence work. And this kind of stuff is, like, kind of essential to the vibe. Maybe also tough? Tough woodwork. Tough bricks. I forgot tough existed, to be quite honest with you. But that is a good shout. Yeah, I think we're not going to focus on building today. When we get to the world, we're going to be resource gathering once I log on. And let me fix this shit real quick, because these are supposed to arch up. I need a slab. Thank you. Hey, man. Just collaborate with me for a second, please. Please. There we go. Yeah. And then... yeah, that's right. That's better. That's better. I mean... there we go. That's the arch we wanted to see. So I think, yeah, tough here. Warped here. Then these slabs could be the dark prismarine. Interior-wise, instead of... because we need the big central beam in order to have the whole building stand. And so this can be copper. I think that'd be nice. Do we have a trial chamber? Trial chamber... let me zoom in to my location. Oh, we have a couple trial chambers in my ocean. Like a lot of them. Okay. We'll be fine. I'll actually have to finish designing this. So I'll port it over, and then I'll replace all the blocks. I'll copy it, paste it, replace all the blocks with the warped and the tough so they can be vanilla. And I can finish building in a creative testing world. And then get to work on it. I think that's good, yeah. Who took damage? How dare you? So look at this. Because of Carry On, you can lift monster spawners. Look what these people did. Also, it wasn't optimal, so then I ended up having to go in and fix it. But it's just like insane work that mod is gonna let you do. I do like this fountain. I might want to bring it back in some capacity. The thing, again, statues, we can do armor stands. The lanterns, though, I don't know. I might hire Rain. Rain, you should make another armor stand shop. I'm hiring you again. Yeah, I think we have all the inspiration I want to get across. And so from now, we're going to log on and do some gathering. Continue. That's, oh my god, guys. You also do armor stand work, but Rain is, what's the word? Has a knack. Rain has a je ne sais quoi. I have trust in their art abilities. we're all minuscule in our skills in comparison to the great and mighty Rain. Because I also do armor stands. It's just I'm sick of it, man. I get so sick of it after doing just one. I have to rename the server. It's still called Traffic out there. Alright. Edit. Bug. Town. Done. Oh. 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 I've spawned in. I'm real. Psych, it's 1 bar. Everything is as it should be. Oh, we have Pale Oak. I forgot about that. I forgot about you. Community house. Yeah. Yeah, community house. It's a little inn. It's a very cramped inn. Ah! Is that another, what are you? What is this? Oh! Some things have happened here. Someone's building another home. Some events have occurred. They can't just leave this at spawn. They can't, they can't just leave this at spawn. So you've listed maybe about half the server there, Betty. Need stuff? Simply submit a list. Oh, hold on. Heard you may need some building blocks. Am I at the right place? Am I at the right place? Simply submit a list of what you want and then pay 5 diamonds, and some of what you want may appear at your base. See rules and conditions. Rules: only building blocks can be requested. Once a store for a block is available, it can no longer be requested here. You can ask for more than 5 static signs, plus no refunds or exchanges. There's a barrier block here. Do not enter. Hell, I can't even get in here. What? How dare you? There's not even anything in here. Ugh. The disrespect. Alright, which way do I want to go? This way is negative Z. And which way am I going? I'm going negative Z. No? Yes, I am going negative Z. And I want to be going... I'm just going to hold this as the location I want. So I'm trying to get to negative 100, negative 4,000. Well, negative 5,000. So I'd want to start going this way and this way. So it's easier to just go here to get the negative... Well, negative 200, to be quite honest. I can probably grab some stuff along the way. Do. Uh, Actually, you know what? Let's start traveling this way as well. And I can start chopping down some trees. Where's... Hello? Hello?
Hey, oh no, I'm going to hear you double now. There we go. Oh, we're good. Hi.
I'm punching wood, man.
So fair. I am going to have to potentially go do that in a moment because I am running out of wood and I do not have wood on my island.
I wonder why.
Yeah, it's a slight inclination that there might not be naturally spawning trees on my island.
Oh my god, we have... Is there a fast tick or fast sleep decay?
Fast leaf decay. Yeah, the server does not like you, Mel. Where is my boat? I know where my boat
But hello,
is.
everyone. Welcome to day 2
Jeez.
of Bugtown, but it is my day 1. And it is always with SMPs, it is technically my day 0.
So fair. Hold on, let me see. What am I at for fish?
Drown noises and squid noises are so similar. It is outstanding how scary they can be.
Mel, I'm at 378 fish caught right now.
Alright, gang. First crafting table.
How am I beating you out?
I also discode. So I think I do want birch, obviously, for the
Great
trapdoors.
fun.
We need oak for like bog standard wood. It's just a really nice wood brown. Like it's a very it's just like such a stereotypical wood color that it's great for just anything. It has a lot of use cases. And as all of this can be used for fuel to smelt later when we try and kill some animals. Because we're not going to have like a consistent food source until we get to the village and start trading with those gangs. Oh, it's 1.21.4 as well, so they don't have the ability to infinitely shove down their trades. Which is unfortunate. There's some fish here. I want to quickly grab these.
Nice.
Gal, I'm going fishing and I'm not going to drown.
Hey, hey, hey. I haven't drowned going fishing yet. Actually, I think all of my deaths
Again yet, actually.
Yeah. I mean, I have died to drowning, but I was also taken to very low hearts by guardians. So...
Yet the Guardians didn't get you, though.
No,
The
no, no,
drowning
yeah.
did.
The drowning only got me once. The rest of the times were the guardians.
How much armor do you have that you decided to go into an ocean monument?
Iron.
Good grief. Enchanted iron?
Nope.
Yeah, that's on you. No, that's on you.
I mean, it's safe to go in there now because there's a conduit in there.
My welcome what?
Yes. No, that's at me. Thank you, Mel.
Yeah, my welcome what?
Mel gave me the Heart of the Sea and like one shot and one of the nautilus shells that I needed.
I miss backpacks.
I mean, you have bundles.
It's not the same.
I know.
Just one leather, one string. There's a cow nearby. By that I mean it's completely wandered off. What did, what? There's a random animal pen over there. Alright.
That could be... If it's still near spawn, that's part of Bear's thing over there.
Hmm. It's a furnace.
I just realized if I'm going to be on here for a bit, I probably should have water.
Water's awesome. I love water. Hello? Rude. Let's start cooking this stuff. Hoping to find some coal in here, but I don't get enough for stone tools and stone spear tools, so that should do me, honestly. Oh, hello, friend. Man. Die already. Oh my god. Alright. I hate ping. Die. Thank you. No offense to Mulan. What the hell? Alright, I need you to look at my stream right now. How does it look like that? What is this thing? I hate ping so much. Oh my god. Which way did he even walk? Is it there? Because it can't be this way. It has to be this way. I'm swinging this. Like, I'd be swinging this axe, and it don't be connected because the server doesn't agree with where I've swung the axe. And there's creepers, man. Leave me be. Actually, you know what? I do want to quickly turn that into charcoal. That's how all streams work.
That is, in fact, how streams work. Yes, there is stream delay.
Hold on. Sting mode is crazy.
Oh, ladies online. Fun.
Sting mode is crazy. Put you in the corner. Oh. 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 Let's see. What song do we have? What song do we do? We do maybe we show this one. Yeah, this okay. This is good. This is good. I can do this. Baby, I'm yours, and I'll be yours until the stars fall from the sky. Is that the right key? Or is it like... I think this is better. Because I was trying... I think I was going to that one. Yeah. That'd do it. That would do it. You'd think. Baby, I'm yours. And I'll be yours until the stars fall from the sky. Yeah, that's nicer. Yours until the rivers all run dry. In other words, is that how it goes? Until I die. I don't remember how the song goes. This is a bad song to choose. I gotta sing one song. I've been contractually obligated to. I'm trying to feel out the song for some reason. Baby, I'm yours. Thank you, backup singers. And I'll be yours till the stars fall from the sky. They're so good for keeping time. Oh my god. Yours until the rivers all run dry. In other words, until I die, baby, I'm yours. And I'll be yours until the stars no longer shines. I remember the lyrics. Don't worry about me. Yours until the poet runs out of rhyme. In other words, until the end of time, I'm gonna stay right here by your side and do my best to keep you satisfied. Nothing in the world can drive me. Oh, that's faster than I thought it was. 'Cause every day you'll hear me say, baby, I'm yours, baby, I'm yours. And I'll be yours until 2 and 2 is 3. This might be out of my range. Yours until the mountain crumbles to the sea. In other words, until eternity. Oh, shoot, yours. Till the stars fall from the sky. Baby, I'm yours. Till the rivers all run dry. Baby, I'm yours. And then the song fades out. Till the stars fall from the sky. Ba, ba, da, da. Thank you, Karaoke Vic. Wonderful. Anyway, I sung. Baby, I'm yours. Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Which
What are we saying is wonderful?
You did sing mode, so I had to pause to sing.
You could have kept it going while I was in call.
I sang on stream, that's on you.
Thanks. Sup touch.
I would love some Silk Touch for real, for real.
I was getting it so I can get warp Nylium. However, that also means I need to find a warp forest.
Why did we both choose to live in cold biomes? Because we're just going to be building out of similar blocks.
It happens.
Hello, wolf.
Not
I have
so
not
much
killed
a
any
sheep.
skeletons recently, but you have killed a sheep, goddamn.
I also have to swing by Mighty's at some point to get terracotta.
Well, don't take the terracotta from Mighty.
I mean, it's not going to be directly Mighty's area. There's other spots near Mighty.
I mean,
Mighty is
there's a
just the general
Badland
direction I'm going.
that's not Mighty's that you could steal from that's about the same distance away. I mean, there's actually just relative to... Okay, motorcycle, goddamn.
No, that one's definitely closer to me.
Uh, ba-da-da-da. So I've gotten to the cold ocean, the frozen ocean that's above spawn. I have to keep going even further.
Wonderful.
All these dogs, 0 bones, Sag.
You and Luna both. Just trying to get as many dogs as possible.
I'm not trying to get dogs. Luna has 7 dogs already. I am just simply seeing dogs and unable to attain them. My music, where does it go? Oh. There you go. Let me grab this mushroom. This will be useful. That's not a mushroom, that is a pumpkin. What? Gosh. Alright, actually, was that a mushroom that I just saw? Yes, it was. I could use you for farm. Wonderful. Because I would like to build out some mushroom blocks. Once again, we have to get to that village and start getting some silk touch for ourselves. Is that a pumpkin? Just in the middle of ice?
I'm going to have bats all over my island.
And why is that?
Because I already have a problem with having bats all over my island.
Is it not... How do they get on top of the island?
Mighty looked it up yesterday, and apparently they can spawn in some weird places now.
Wonderful. It used to be at a certain Y level, but I guess it's just all of them now to account for caves inside of mountains.
I guess, yeah.
It's not like real life bats don't live outside of caves. It's just kind of like they typically return to them.
Because, like, I've seen bats before. Like, there is one tree near my house that they would just swarm every now and then.
Yeah, like specifically like fruit bats are very famous for like they do live outside of the cave. It's just like they prefer to be there.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait for us to get elytras and nether portals. Now who's setting up the nether system?
I mean, I'm willing to help, but I am not doing it on my own.
But digging, wonderful. Yeah, Mighty, if you
Awesome.
want to
Mighty
like
and I are
sketch up
doing
some
it.
ideas, and everyone else can help dig, and then Mighty can do all the building so that it's not as laborious.
I will say, at current, my nether portal is currently under the ocean.
Okay.
It's called I found a completable ruined portal.
No, I understood that. It's just you could.
And I didn't have diamonds at the time.
Yeah, I'm thinking you could probably get some diamonds and move it.
Oh, I can do that right now. I'm just not going to. Fair enough, Mighty.
Just gotta make sure there's no more sheep around here. Wonderful. Just a reminder, gang, that we are currently at 1,000, and we're trying to get to negative 4,000 or 500. So we have 6,000 blocks to go, gang. Ooh, a village. All right, let's see if we can steal some food. It's so weird seeing a spruce village after playing in third life. It's, hey, I know what you are.
Wonderful.
Do any of you have a secret farm beneath? This house has a chimney. It surely does.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got a jack-o'-lantern.
Nice.
I'm gonna steal that bell. They should just make bells craftable. I don't understand. How did none of these villages have... I found exactly one village house that had a chest in it. What? Are you all poor? I gotten 4 bread slices total from this village.
Are there not hay bales?
No! I've just found pumpkins.
Somebody probably...
There's not even a farm.
Dang. Oh, they don't?
I think that is true. They're poor. They're broke. Oh my god. I'm just grabbing the pumpkins for when I get those villagers up and going so I can have a start to my stuff. I for real think I've been to every single house. They're just poor. Ha! Tricked them. I tricked them. I made them think I didn't want to sleep anymore, but I did. Get got, gang. There you go. For Christ's sake. Hello, wolf. I've been to maybe like slightly different biomes, but all I've seen is bog standard wolf so far, so I feel like I didn't know these spawn rates. Because I thought they were a bit more different in the biomes that I've been in, but I haven't even seen a snowy wolf. There is a lush cave beneath my feet. But I cannot go for fear.
Oh, I've also just found an azalea tree.
I'm just trying to collect them all. There you go. take 1 rooted dirt. Wonderful. Oh, hello, friends. Alright, gang, we're only 5,000 blocks away. I found the entrance to a lush cave in a ravine. I will be stealing some dripleys.
Nice.
I cannot grab the small dripleys, for I do not have iron, but I will quickly grab some iron.
Yay, small driply.
The first iron tool I'm making is shears. Let's go.
This is so fair.
Ah! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Bad for me. Bad for my health.
I think we'll do that, yeah.
Brother, I'm hiding behind a wall. They have wall hacks.
Have fun. Now, the question is there axolotls nearby?
I just need to grab iron from the furnace in order to make a shield. Get joint. My inventory is full.
Rip.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Don't worry, I will eat through the food and my inventory will have 2 less slots.
That's all. Ow. One way to fix that.
I do need to throw something out because I need a bucket. Ice boating.
Alright, looks like
Oh,
mine
didn't mean to
sadly
do that.
doesn't have axolotls.
There we go. Alright, boat. And sailing the high seas. Got jump scared by a cow. I think it's funny that I'm running this game perfectly smooth, but on Third Life I was lagging out the wazoo.
Mm-hmm. It's like it's the same server.
It should be in the same, like, computer and everything. Whatever storage unit it is.
Just something about it. It doesn't like you for some reason during Third Life, but now it's fine.
It was the death game of it all. They had to nerf me.
Mm-hmm.
Ah! Ah!
You live.
There's another portal. Do you have any gold goodies? Ooh, a dark oak forest. I should cook up some saplings. It does have some goodies, but I can't really hold them. Man, I grabbed all that and I didn't grab moss. I mean, when you think about it, I'm probably gonna make a mob farm, so I can just throw out the string. Well, no, I wanted a bundle. I had to kill one cow. I just passed by so many cows, and I forgot to kill them. Gal, are you in an opportune moment to sleep?
I am not. As in, I
Cool.
am also currently in a lush cave.
I am not in a lush cave. I think I backtracked to the cows. I'll probably find another cow on this X amount of blocks up I need to go. So I'll just wait till
Probably.
then to make a bundle. I'm trying to find a nice disconnected dark oak tree so I don't have to cut down like 7 bajillion of them so that the leaves disappear.
Fair enough, yeah.
Yeah, I think these 3 are isolated from the rest, so I'll cut these. Now, if a creeper decides to walk up to...
If a creeper decides to walk up on you, you won't die.
No, I'm having third life flashbacks.
I mean, you have a good ping now, so you should be fine.
Well, no, even then. But if I don't do it within the 15 frames...
At least you have a shield on your person, so I left mine at home.
What a weird thing to choose to do.
It's called I don't remember when I took it off, so at some point it just ended up in my chest, so... Guess it lives there now.
Wonderful. There is a creeper! I knew it! The prophecies foretold!
Wonderful.
Come over here, nerd. Get in the water. Now explode, I have a shield up. You fool! They thought they could get me with the same trick twice. There's another one!
Creeper or Lush Cave?
Creeper. Come over here. I don't want you exploding my items. Hmm. Hmm. I'm only mining out a trial chamber for copper, so it's not really as useful. And every single time I grow that, I'm gonna get those. So I'm just gonna... My axe! How dare you? You're a zombie. Mind your business. Mind your business. Mind your business. I'm just gathering some wood. Don't mind me. I'm doing great. You made a thing? What did you make, Zells? Is that your emotes? Slay gang. Well, I'm gonna have an inventory open for sticks. I might as well. Oh, cool. I would like some of that. Okay, but that's nothing. That was not a very adult-sounding cough. I have to sound. If you want to sound like an adult when you cough, ah! Found a new dog.
Nice.
I already threw away my bones, so it doesn't matter. I put the quieter consumables on because I thought eating was too loud, but now it's way too quiet.
Rip.
Alright, I'm gonna go kill these sheep and raid this village. See, it's both I get an excellent food source once my fish run out, and also, I hate sheep. Oh, hello, cow. I need 1 leather. Thank you. I threw away my string. I was supposed to leave 1 string on me. I have been silly. I have been stupid. I have made an...
You'll never recover.
I don't have any of the modded ways to make string either. There's that nearby village. Do you think they would have a string for me?
I don't think you can find string in chests.
We can go check. Maybe one of them trades string. I don't know. I know the Fletcher wants string, right?
Fletcher's. I think it's Fletcher's. I think fishermen will also take it, but I don't think there's any that will give you string. Hello, mighty.
Hello, but without the Russian accent. Fishermen want string, Fletchers want string. Yeah, so they don't give me string.
Yeah, so they both want string, they don't give it.
I think all the crafting recipes for string are modded. I can't get string. I just have to wait for a spider to show up. This is why I wanted unpackable wool, but hey.
I mean, we should be hitting nighttime soon. It's a bit harder to tell because of the rain.
No, it's definitely hitting nighttime soon. The rain doesn't make the sky dark unless it's thunderstorming.
Do you have rain off?
Actually, I would never forget about rain.
That being said... Oh, yeah.
Right, that's a zombie.
Another news, I presume we're not sleeping at the moment, so that way you can get string.
Just one spider, pretty please. All I have right now is zombie.
That creeper just came human out of nowhere.
Ping's going a bit nutty.
Like, you would think creepers had speed or something.
I should probably put... I wasn't going to put zeros on this, but, like, I honestly probably would help with finding spiders.
Just a little.
And then I can just turn it off when I don't want it, I think.
Oh, look. Spiders near me.
Hey man, you gotta kill those so they can shove in my mod cap.
If there are planes at night, we're fine.
These are not spider noises. I want spider noises. That's a witch noise?
You found a witch before a spider?
Yeah.
Nutty.
I found a spider, but it's attacking me at the same time. Got
has a spider.
outpinged. Oh, spider. Thank you for the string. I want to see that witch though. I need to get revenge. So that's a villager. Got outpinged. Wonderful.
Oh, look, spider jockey.
It's like these mobs are a set distance away from you, and you expect them to obey the distance, but their server location is different than the client location, and it's just like, okay, I'll get punched now.
Wonderful.
Alright, we are now 4,000 blocks away.
Nice, Mighty.
I had to wait 3 full seconds for that sheep to die. Oh, goodness. Why are all the helmets weird on my zombies?
Do you have anything that messes with that texture?
Just the vanilla tweaks where they make them look like the other Steves and Alexes. So I don't know why it's messing with the helmets.
And you don't have minimal armor?
Turned it off.
That is weird.
We're entering the 4,000 blocks away zone.
Pink sheep.
Ah! We are now listening to Mexican lo-fi beats by YouTube user Sunny Beats. Link as always in the description of the VOD. Wow. Yeah, the plans for this series isn't to be episode. Like it's not. I'm not gonna upload this to YouTube. It's purely VOD based. And then let's go back down. There's usually a second chest in these, but it might be not the right type to be a second chest. Yeah, it's not. I want to do another Marvel Rival stream. I typically do. There's just random floating kelp.
Wonderful.
I don't know how the kelp would have been broken. How ominous.
It'll just update, because I've run into that a couple of times as well. That's Ash.
That is correct. That is their name.
Going to have, like, no inventory space.
The power of the bundle.
I probably should have grabbed one, yeah.
I have 2 bundles right now. Oh, there's a sparse jungle!
Oh, I'm also in a sparse jungle. I don't think we're in the same one, though.
We'll see one day. It all depends on whether or not you stayed relatively close to your ocean.
I'm currently at 10,000 negative 6,200.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start doubting.
Because I was going towards where you told me the Badlands were.
Yeah, you are ways away. Grab some more iron. Now, gang, you might be surprised about this, but the first thing I'm working on once I get to the ocean is an iron fight. there's horses here. We do not have craftable saddles.
We do not have craftable saddles.
Oh, goodness. This is a hefty mountain I have to climb. Oh, goodness. I'm gonna be honest, as much as the survey of Asian art class didn't really, because it was just a survey of all the art, like, it was a lot of brushing over things.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think there's a class at my current school that would cover more in depth. And so I might have to, like, go to a different university once I get my first degree here and start doing more in depth on other arts. I'm currently trying to, like, get jobs at, like, museums. And it's, man, one of them looked at my application and didn't even say, "We're sorry, not you."
Just left you on red?
Yeah.
Damn.
I have to go down this mountain, cross a river, and then go up a different mountain.
This is why I've been trying to stick to the water as much as possible.
I hate lag. Luckily with my handy dandy water bucket. Gonna eat this suspicious stew. Weakness, wonderful. Tune in next time for what I get in the next stew.
Where the heck is this Badlands?
Very specifically, 10,400, negative 7,000. I just realized they couldn't hear me through that. It should be at 10,400, negative 7,000-ish.
That is, in fact, where I am.
You're at Z 7,000? Well, Z
Huh?
negative 7,000?
It.
Positive 10,000, negative 7,000, right?
Yep.
And then there's no Badlands?
It is Savannah. With more Savannah. With a sprinkling of Savannah on mountains.
Okay, so there is a savannah nearby.
With the sound of armadillo.
So you might be at 10,100, but if you move like 200 blocks X, you should see it. I'll send you a screen here.
Yeah, FreeCam confirms this is Savannah with more Savannah. Oh, hold on, I found the Badlands.
There you go. Well, there you
As
go.
in, I can see where they should be. And now I just need to get over there through the mountains.
Okay. Just a weird, funny sentence. Why are there ores in the cave? Gosh, beats me.
Mm-hmm.
I am like 1,000, 2,000-ish blocks away. Hello, glow squids. I would like the glow squid, but they live very far underwater. That's not for me to touch.
Should probably look at the schematic and see exactly how much of the whatchamacallit I need.
So
No,
true.
it's not terracotta.
I should probably pick up some dirt before I go into that frozen ocean so I can actually grow these trees. I'm gonna go into that village and they'll have dirt. It's fine.
I have broken my cursor somehow. I have fixed my cursor.
Well, thank God that was entirely uneventful. Oh, and I found a dungeon. Death loop, death loop, death loop. I wish there was a way to make a power like a power symbol on a shield. I haven't found one yet. Redstone! I have been given blindness. I'm actually a bit hungry. It's 2:43. I'm hoping I can finally get to that village and just log off. Like, I'll be like, alright, we did the journey. Explanation of what the SB is going to be. We did some exploring, some talking to friends. We got to the base location we want to be at. And then I can be free to grab some more food, because I had a very small. Like, you're supposed to eat breakfast, so I do try to eat in the morning, but my appetite is so small. I have to cross this scary, scary mountain. I don't see any powdered snow, but some of it's covered by snow layers, so it has me worried. Wonderful. We're free. We're free. That's a very flat wall. I mean, they can. I don't think they can spawn on it. If that's what you're saying. But I have put snow layers on powdered snow before. Uh. Okay, well. Nope, can't touch this. I mean, if people are unaware, I don't know if too many people know this now, but you used to be able to do a water bucket clutch on top of leaves, but now you will waterlog the leaves and not have anything happen. So that's why I went, oh well, instead of placing them down. I'm trying to remember, like, a lot of people don't keep up with changes. I'm saying just because I think about to hit my head on a block. It's not even anything really scary. God. No. I got caught on something. Okay, man. Hello, Jeep. That's also some iron that I would like. I think we might have enough for full iron armor. No, we don't. We have boots. That's 4. And then the rest is 5, 7, 12. 12 plus 8 is 20. So if we get 20 iron, then we'll have enough. I was going to say 24 is a full set, but I wasn't confident in my math. But clearly my math was fine. I think next stream we can start with designing an actual pagoda in the creative world. I don't want to be building the creative world precisely where I want them to be built in the real server. I want to decide that for myself. But I will be designing it so I can have like the color palette around it. The specific shades of grass and the way that the ice, the air, the clouds, they're all slightly different depending on your biome. At least, like the sky color does change depending with your desert, when there's like rain. I know in frozen oceans it snows, so the sky might change a different color because deserts don't rain, so the sky changes color while the rain doesn't appear. So it's possible that it does the same thing for snow. That's a creeper. I'm going in the wrong direction. But I must run. There we go. Oh, that's powdered snow. Hello. This is a lot of powdered snow. Is there anything in here? No, just a pit. Alright, we're almost there. We should be coming up on the Mushroom Island soon. There it is, gang! We're finally here! Gal, celebrate.
I'm muted. I've been talking. Yippee! This is what I get for having my mute key also being part of pulling up Light Matica stuff. It's fine.
Let's we gotta... So I gotta rebind those suckers. That should be the second larger mushroom island over there. Let me grab this sugarcane first. So this is about where Luna wants to live, especially that larger island. They want to build their base here, and they're being in close proximity because they don't want to be too far away. They were eyeing a different Mushroom Island. But we're going to be splitting up the Mushroom Island usage because it's just like, I would also like one, and there's two here. So I'm thinking, if Luna's going to be living here, probably connecting the two Mushroom Islands, I'm going to be living towards the further back. We can like do a big connection, like route through the middle. Maybe even like a ice boat course. Because like this one's a pretty good size. But like this is a full biome, you know. But yeah, let's make it to the village all the way at the back, and we can call it a day. But I just want to show off the Mushroom Island. Do I still have string on me? I don't. Because I would have killed the mushroom, just gotten some more leather for it. Speaking of, where are the mushrooms? Where are those silly little cows? They go, mushroom. That's what they say out loud. I really hope you guys know I'm not speaking into the microphone. Hello, mushroom. See, he just went moo. And now if you listen real closely, he will say shroom. Alright, now, so that we've made it here, we do want to make it to the village in the back. Which is this one. Which is 1000x. So, we traveling this way. And they also wanted to be negative 6,000. Okay, so that's negative 6,700. Which is... Okay. Okay. It's still a bit of a trek left to go. But yeah, once we get there, next time we can design the pagoda at the start, and then we can get to work on setting up these villagers in the second half. Which is a nice way to have like a nice bit of order into the streams. Oh, look, there's a waterfall. Cute. Ice cream cone. I got moss. Perfect. Now, this, again, might not be the type of boat that has two. Because the other one here... Oh, we have 3! Shoot, man. Let me up. Let me up. Let me swing this boat a little closer here. Yeah, it's... The third one should be at the frontiest part of the boat, from what we saw. Okay, yeah, I was right. Okay. Oh, that's the front part of the boat. This is the back. Alright. Nice! I don't have anywhere to put all that. Hold on. Let's put you here. You're fun. Oh, let me in. Let me in. Let me in. Alright, went through the wrong one. I did the wrong one. Try this again. I have some time to think about this. Oh. What was that? Yeah. You gotta rebind your buttons, Bestie.
No, that was intentional. I didn't feel like going back home or boating back home.
Okay.
I got the terracotta I needed.
Slay. I need to clear out some of my inventory. I have 2¼ stacks of coal. I could probably throw out this 18 coal.
Potentially.
I am going to make an iron farm. So do I need to keep this iron? Yes, I do. For the hoppers, it's actually important. Oh, goodness. I will get rid of the flint and steel. Noe Beach. Derogatory. Really? You call that the old juke maneuver. Because you bust out the jukebox and you ask the player to politely not hit you. Ooh, another ruin, another portal. Oh, there's some ocean ruins. Oh. The iron nuggets, though, they're not as useful. Like, I can quickly crap myself an extra nugget. Then toss this out. Is this the direction I want to be going? Yes, it is. So it should be just around this bend of spruce. Yeah, if I go through this, I should come across an ice river and be there. So or is this... Oh, I'm even further back than I thought. Okay. Okay, so if I'm here, I'm seeing this spruce. At what position? 900?
Yeah, huh?
And then... I'm at... Oh, okay. I'm at 900x and negative 5,700z. I'm even way further back than I thought. Okay. Actually, if I go in a straight line from here, I come across the first village I was talking about. Hello, friend. I mean, we were hoping to go to the other village, but at this point, you might as well stay on this one. Because on the Spruce Island we're on, I was hoping to build here. Because of how big this expanse is of nothing. And so on the very back of the nothing is that village. So actually, I am right. I think it would obstruct the view. I'll show you the village when we get there, and then we can walk away from it. Yeah. This would be terrible to do in real life. Not even just for the polar bears, just... from how cold it is. Hello, polar bear. You have no child. You are friendly. Boop. Bah, bah. Oh, more sugarcane. Don't mind if I do. You have a child? That's on me. I'm so sorry, Mama Bear. There it is. There's that village, see? And now if I'm planning to build here, that is within visible distance. Like, especially if I start expanding. Like, if I have one structure here, I'll probably build more structures this way. Like, so that village is going to be visible. And so if I turn that into my industrial area, then it's going to be this big issue. I have no problem with keeping the villagers here. I have no problem with keeping the villagers and moving them there. The main issue is just the houses are going to go too, probably. I can probably convert that into like a small Japanese town. But it's definitely not going to be a base of operations. Did you get enough warped wood and terracotta?
Terracotta, yes. Warpwood, I haven't gone to look for a workforce yet. And even then, it's the nylium that I need, not the wood itself.
You're not going to be building out of the warped wood?
No, you're correct. I am. It's for. Yep, I used that in the beams for my house. Thank you.
Beans?
Yeah.
What?
Like. Did you
Oh,
hear
the
me say?
beams!
Yeah, not beans.
Because, like, I remember you sending the picture of what you wanted to do with it and seeing the warped wood, so I was a bit, I thought that was there.
Yeah, no, I forgot.
Okay. We're almost at 1600, 6700. We are, in fact, roughly 200 blocks away. Thank you for flying with Airline Geek. Please fasten your seatbelts as the plane starts its descent. There it is. I found it. The place where the industrial area is gonna be.
Yippee.
This way it won't obscure the view of my cool Japanese little city. Oh, it is. Itsy bitsy. Oh, actually, it's not. Okay, it's a pretty sizable village. I have enough people here to start up a town. Do some villager breeding. I can sort out my inventory some other day. I want to quickly just set up shop inside of one of these small houses. And then log off.
Fair.
So, typical divide between nature blocks and plus... actually, no, I'm just gonna do that. I have this treasure map for a place that's so far away it's not even worth it. I actually can make myself full iron armor.
Nice.
Oh, it's so cramped in here. Man, this house is really messing with my feng shui. But now I can make iron tools. Right, next episode, we are going to design a pagoda in the creative world. And then we're resource gathering for like diamonds and setting up the iron farm. And then I think that's all I'm gonna do for the next one. And then stream after that. I can see about enchanting and going to an ocean monument. Because I have bamboo. I got it from some shipwrecks, so I can set that to to grow right now. And then I can start making some scaffolding. Because, oh, I need to make a mob one then. Okay. So maybe stream 4, we'll do Ocean Monument. So then I can set up the, all the resources I need to make the Guardian Farm once I get there. Let me put this on like a list. Also, we need to finish miscommunications one day.
We do, in fact, need to do that.
Thinking Saturday? Because Friday I'm doing homework.
I should be just poke. We'll just have to poke Luna and Loki.
Alright, so stream 2, I'm designing the pagoda and iron farm and mining? But I don't... We'll see the mining for diamonds if we... Actually, I think getting diamonds is better before we get the iron farm is better. Then, so stream 3, we can probably finish up the iron farm, because I don't think I'm going to finish it after I go mining. I'll probably start it. And then we can get to work on trying to get enchants. And also maybe the nether. And then stream 4 can be Ocean Monument Day.
Yippee!
I do want to do some building, though, so I don't know where I'd fit that in. Probably at the start of stream 4, we could do some more building designs, because we still have to get all the resources for the buildings. Alright, I must leave. I'm going to design the outro.
Is this the part where I say bye to everyone?
If you would like to.
Goodbye, everyone.
That's crazy. Hello, everyone. Subscribe to Super Geek. Oh, I do have better third person on. I didn't know that. Look at me go. Alright, anyway, thank you guys for watching. We'll be back again at some point in the near future. Not tomorrow, because I'm busy Tuesdays and Thursdays. Not Friday, because I have to catch up on my classwork. I have to make sure I'm not dying. And Saturday we might do miscommunications, but I might stream before we do miscommunications. So we'll see. Sunday, Monday, it's all in the future. I'm hoping for Saturday before miscommunications. and we'll see where the future unfolds for 3 and 4. After that, I don't have any plans. We'll have to see where 3 and 4 lead us. Hopefully, Stream 5, we can actually build one building, you know? Thank you so much. I disappeared. Subscribe to Super Geek. TikTok, YouTube, Twitter. I go now. Into that dark void I go. Into the mist unknown. Into the music.